I thought we weren't going live anymore.
Just, I'm going on YouTube, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what I'm on. It's the key.
450.
That's what I'm on.
450 bush. What's up, buddy?
And I need to.
He's on YouTube.
Nice.
We could actually. Okay.
Let's see. I'll have to edit that in later. So,
You really started YouTube already? We should have waited until we were kind of like recording.
sorry. So, you ready to get going?
I guess.
All right. So, we're going to start with the intro and then I'll do from there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank.
I'm Zach the Tactical Gnome.
And this episode's going to be our first impressions on the Mantis Tech X10.
So this will be episode 1 of.
Yes, part 1 of the Mantis X review.
I don't know how many we'll do on that one.
Yeah,
Probably a lot.
A few, because I mean, like, I am 750 dry fire shots in.
Oh, thanks. For
I
making
haven't
me look
done-
bad. I'm like 300. I haven't done any this week.
I haven't done any live fire on it yet.
Wow. We gotta fix.
All dry fire. Okay, we want to listen to it real quick and
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Because it's like bouncing around. We may have to scoot this back and move the mic up front.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank.
I'm Zach the Tactical Gnome.
This episode's going to be our first impressions on the Mantis Tech X10.
You want to move it back a little bit,
So
though,
this will
so
be
like it kind of stays the
episode-
same.
1 of,
Yes, part 1
Yeah.
of
This.
the Mantis X review.
I don't know how many we'll do on that one.
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Because it seems like it's.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daddy Brigade. Blah, blah, blah. Fudge. Hello, all. God bless it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tactical
Yeah.
Tactical Bearded Tank podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank,
I am Zach the Tactical.
and in this episode, we have part 1 of our Mantis Tech X10 review.
Yes.
Yeah, part 1, because there'll be quite a few parts. This is going to be first impressions, because I'm a few rounds in on the dry fire, but I haven't done any live fire with it. But in this one, we're going to talk about the features and the differences between the different models. First impressions of the app, the hardware.
I feel like you talk more through all the podcasts than I do.
Not really. The intro part, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay,
But-
I guess so.
Once we get into it, you talk a lot. I don't talk nearly as much.
Okay, well.
So,
Anyways, so a while back, I know we posted on our Instagrams. A while back, I contacted Mantis X, and they sent out their X10 system for us to try. They sent us 2 of them, actually.
yeah, I was excited. 'cause
Yes, I
we're
was
gonna have
actually-
to go back and forth. And
Yeah, I
share it,
thought
but-
we were going to have
Oh.
to share, but it's actually really cool. See, I don't know why my voice spikes on there, but whatever.
It's just your voice is different than mine. It's got a different
Oh,
pitch
okay.
and everything, so it picks up different.
So, anyways, so they sent us out the Mantis X. We talked about it in the last episode, like we kind of showed you everything. But I actually did not get to talk about it. Keith talked about it. Keith forgot his, so.
Yep, left mine sitting at home.
But this little thing is awesome. That's all the bigger it is, the X10.
I mean, it's like 1 inch long by 3/4 inch tall.
Yeah, for the people that can't see the video on YouTube,
Yeah.
it's very small. Comes in a very nice little zipper case. It's got your
Shotgun tube.
shotgun
rail
tube rail adapter. I still got to figure out what these little rubber things are for.
I think they are spacers to put around it, depending on your gauge of shotgun for your
That-
barrel.
You know what? That sounds like it could be.
That, and you put them on there so it doesn't scratch your barrel.
And then they have all the hardware and everything, but nice little zipper case.
Yeah. I took mine out of the box. It stays in a case in my office.
I just leave it in the box so I don't,
Yeah.
don't lose it. But very nice little thing. Then you have to go and download an app for that.
Hardware free, hardware not.
Hardware is
Yeah.
MSRP is what?
The basic X level is at $149.99.
I don't know if they still have that one. I think it's all X3 now.
I don't know. The X3 is $169.99. The X7 is $199.99, and the X10 Elite $249.99.
Which they sent us the X10 Elite.
Yeah, they sent us to the X10 Elites.
Now, back in May, I actually got to play with the X3 down at the USCCA Expo. It was a lot of fun. Definitely something different. They were using CO2 power blowback pistols, so it was really cool. Got to mess with that, and was neat to try that all out. Definitely was really interesting to see when you pull up how your shots and everything go, your follow up and everything. So it was neat. And I had told the wife that I really wanted. Well, then as time went on, I heard more guys talk about it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just reach out to him and see what's up. And it just so happened to be the time I decided to reach out to him. They had also posted on their Instagram that they were looking for people to test the products. So it kind of just happened to work out right at the same time.
Yep.
A little bit about the app for the people that are showing. That's what the app looks like. It shows you your shoot history. For some reason, I don't understand because it's saying I only did 229 shots.
That's your total shots.
Yeah, but I know I have more than that because last week it said I did like 300.
Well, if hit groups and then you're tap your thing there. No, you've done 229 shots. That's your total up there because this is mine.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it
it's really cool because Keith does his, I do mine. We don't have to be together, and we kind of have a little competition going back and forth. And then once Opie gets his, I'm sure
we'll add him into the group too.
We'll be going against each other, and I'm sure he'll smoke all of us.
Stevie couldn't resist. She wanted to try it.
I see. So I'm sure we'll have others in that group. But overall, it's a very, very simple installation on your firearm. If your pistol has a pick rail.
Now, yeah.
Did I say pick rail?
Yeah.
Did I say pick rail?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's...
If it has a rail, you just boop, slide it on. It's a little kind of a... Like you have to...
It's tight on mine.
It is very tight on my Glock too.
That definitely keeps it from
flying
off. It does have a little tab piece with a lever that when you put it on and it pops into the little gaps in the rail. Like the tightening bolts on, say, your rings for your optic or whatever would.
Yeah. So I'll show you guys if you can kind of see
that
here.
It holds it on there tight.
As you see, there's a little tab right there, and when it connects on your rail, it just flips up like that. There's your power button.
Yep.
I'll just turn mine on anyways. Flashing little green light.
Yep.
And then it has a USB port on the back.
For charging. I have yet to charge mine.
Yes, neither have I. Yeah, that says something about
the battery life.
Yeah, the battery life in this is amazing, obviously.
Like I said,
or we're not using it enough.
I don't know. I'm at 752 total dry fire shots, and I didn't charge it out of the box.
Neither did I. I haven't charged it out of the box at all.
Used it.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome. I really do like it. And then they kind of give you a little quick start guide. Yep. It has everything for the ones that seen it up there. But it says, download the Mantis X app from the Apple Store or Google Play, attach it to your firearm, and then open up and follow the instructions on the app.
Yep.
Which is all very simple. It's definitely helped me with certain things. Like it shows you if you're pushing too far forward, not enough trigger finger, too much trigger finger,
recoil, slapping the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before we get too deep into the analytics of the app and stuff, I want to go over the different features between the different levels. Because,
Yeah, go ahead.
Your basic Mantis X, the basic one for 149, does handgun analysis, rifle analysis. So you can do it on handguns and rifles. The X3 is also handgun and rifles. Like I said, like Zach mentioned earlier, they may have stopped doing the basic X and just upgraded to do X3. I'm not sure there. The X7 is specifically for shotguns, nothing else. And then the X10 Elite covers handguns, rifles, shotguns, and archery.
Yes, which I want to find somebody with a bow that we can try it with.
I don't have a way to mount it on my bow because
I know somebody with a bow.
Yeah, and I don't know how.
We have a couple friends that have bows.
I might work on a crossbow because I have that demon.
Yeah, I'd like to try it once on a bow just to see. I mean, we have a couple friends that have bows.
Yeah.
And since we're not doing the live feed on Facebook anymore, I don't have somebody blowing up my comments saying, "Oh, I know who it is."
Yeah.
But we'll have to get in contact with a couple people.
Yeah, we definitely will. The app features for the different levels. The X, there's training modes and different drills. Obviously, that one's all across the board, all 4 of them. There are what they call courses now. Now, the courses, like I had, of course, it's not going to open up because I'm not connected. But they had, like, there's a basic marksmanship course. They have different things to do to complete the course. There's 2 courses.
You mean the Mantis X?
The benchmark.
Yeah, the
class.
Mantis X benchmarks.
Well, that's one of the training things to do. But that, if you go scroll to the very bottom in the app when you're connected, because it won't show it.
Yeah,
unless you're training. All the way to the bottom, there's different courses you can do. They have your benchmark drill, the benchmark course.
There you go.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom. There's the Mantis X
introduction.
introduction.
And then the basic
and the basic marksmanship.
Yeah.
I've completed both. Because like this one, he's on challenge 4, the basic marksmanship, which is score an average of 75 or better on both primary hand and support hand only drills.
Which is a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, it really is. But those courses are on the X, the X3, and the X10. They don't have it.
This is my favorite. I'm sorry. The shot timer is my favorite.
That it's hard to do
like it
on
because
dry
you're
fire
just like,
because you have to rack the,
like
reset.
I rack the slide before.
Yeah.
And then but the shot timer is just to go from as soon as it goes beep boom.
Yeah.
I just do one shot with it instead of multiple. But
right.
I was impressed. I was just like, damn.
Yeah. Then they have coaching tips all across the board. Like when you fire a shot, it gives you a score, and then it tells you what a possible cause of why. Say you got like a 50. History. There's just hit your compressed surprise break. That top one there. It gives you your scores.
Oh God, that one's terrible. Yeah.
So it'll show.
Like
you can pull up that screen, and you see out the bottom. It says tightening fingers. You can hit that, and it gives you a breakdown of what that is and what you can do to correct it. It's awesome. So, like, a lot of mine pull down and to the left, which
tightening grip
gives you a
there's
little video.
Another one. And really, I mean, it's now. I'm gonna be honest. I have not done this standing up yet.
Oh, I do.
I have not done this standing up. I have done this in my recliner, which is a leather lazy boy, sitting in the recliner doing all this just for kind of shits and giggles. And I'm working on it's not that I wanted to work on being able to sit and draw from a seated position.
Right. You spend a lot of time in the car. So
yes, I spend a lot of time in the car, but also by the time I do this at night, I just got home from work. I've ate dinner. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I just want to sit the hell down.
Yeah, I feel
so here in the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting out more, hopefully doing some upright stuff.
Yeah.
And
I definitely need to get
actually want to go and do now. This isn't just for dry fire, folks.
Nope.
You can use it for dry fire, live fire. Where is it? Is it back on the box? And CO2, airsoft.
Yep.
I'm working on trying to find a CO2 airsoft Glock 19 with the blowback features that isn't going to cost me $180. I have found them, but they're expensive.
Yep.
And that actually, I'm going to save that because there's something I want to talk about later, which I think I've showed later into this that goes in with the training.
Yep.
So, and this is going to be like a part of, we said series, part one of several, but this gets into, the training and getting out and practicing. And this, in my opinion, yes, are there cheaper things out there to help you train?
Probably.
There's SIRT pistols and the laser ammo.
Those ain't cheaper.
Well, actually, yes, they are. Glock 19 SIRT pistol, I think, is like $175.
Oh, yeah.
And the laser ammo is like $150. So, I mean, they're all, you're give or take $100. But here's the thing with that I say.
You don't get the kind of analysis.
You don't get the analysis at all from that.
You physically see where your shots are going, but you don't have any feedback it's stored from.
And you still have to manually rack the slide anyways with the, except for Opie told me the way that he keeps his from having to re-rack. He puts a little piece of paper in the slide, so it just resets the trigger.
Oh.
At least I think that's what he said.
Thank you.
That's for the little ones.
Cool.
And swipe away so you can reuse it for all of them.
Awesome. Dad life.
Now wife just like threw me for a curveball.
Okay.
But anyways, so that's why I like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it gives you instant feedback. It tells you what you screwed up. I even let my wife try it a couple times, and she likes it. We both tried it down at the USCCA Expo. Our one friend, John, that's a friend of mine and a coworker of mine who has done the intro. Are we doing the intro on this one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So our new intro, my coworker did, and I like it.
Oh yeah.
And that's actually him singing the intro. Which actually I kind of screwed that up because they would already heard the intro, at least on the recorded version, not the. Anyways,
right.
But he got to try it, and then when I told him I was getting one from the company, of course he's like, "Let me borrow it," and then like other people have found out about it, and they're like, "Hey, let me borrow that when you're done," and I'm like, "Get in line," because I have like 6 people that want to borrow it.
Oh jeez.
And I'm like, I don't mind letting them borrow it, but it's like, how about y'all just come here one day and we'll just shoot and everybody can try it and then you can all go buy it.
Yeah. Because I recommend buying it. If you're wanting to practice and you want feedback. I mean,
you don't have to buy the X10.
No, you don't have to buy the X10.
Unless you want to do pistol, rifle, shotgun, archery.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for just pistol, get the X3. The difference.
Well, X3 does pistol and rifle.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. But here's things. There are a few things that the X10 has that the X3 does not.
The holster draw analysis.
There's holster draw analysis on the X10. There's recoil analysis on the X10. Consistency.
There's recoil analysis.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't got to. Well, because we're not doing live fire.
Done live fire yet. There's consistency comparisons, smoothness analytics. I mean, if you want to practice your draw to get it nice and smooth and fast and want feedback for that instead of just
YouTube makes you
like this.
YouTube makes you look way smoother than you really are.
Yeah, I mean it's because the video lags.
Well, yeah, but you're like it makes you look way smoother than you really are.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm rough.
The camera adds 10 pounds. The camera makes you look faster.
Yeah. So I mean. But, you could be fast in the draw, but if you're not coming up and then you got to stop and look for your sights,
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. Me too. That's, I've been practicing. The holster draw is definitely extremely helpful. And if you're looking for holster draw, like the recoil analytics I haven't messed with yet, we will get to that on another part.
Would you like a beverage?
No, I'm good.
Okay. No.
The X10, $169.99 for the X3 versus $249.99 for the X10. The extra features, I guarantee, are going to make it worth it.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, again, if
Depends on your context too.
Well, and it also depends on what you want as a training person. So if you want to train one way, okay. If you want to train, like, if recoil analysis and holster analysis don't bother you, then get the X3.
Right. If you're just looking for, like push target shooting, trying to get your shot placement consistent and good, the X3 is going to be plenty for you. But if you're looking for, like duty, I don't want to say duty, but like draw and present and, fire that, getting that consistent with feedback on that, like Leo's military guys, that if you do
people that aren't going to infringe on people's rights.
Right. Yeah. That's a topic for another story.
Yes. Well, I mean, we should probably touch somewhere at the end of this. We'll hold that subject. We'll get back to that.
Yeah. I mean, the X10.
By the way, you didn't even notice I cut my beard.
Oh, I noticed, but it's not my face. So.
Wow. Thanks. So yeah, if most of you haven't noticed, the beard is way down. I basically got told I was either getting if I came into work with it yesterday, the same length that it was, I was getting growed up.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's meant decided to be that guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I told him, I said, congratulations. I said, now you get to deal with it coming back. And I says, next time I'm just trimming the squirreliness off. I'm gonna just keep letting it grow until they.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it is definitely worth
it.
the money.
And thank you to Mantis Tech for sending us
very much.
Both one to try out. We absolutely, I love it. I just have been super busy.
I got sacked, you dumbass.
Sorry, my wife's watching the Steelers, and it's.
Sorry.
You're literally. We can hear you. Anyways,
but the physical construction of the of
what was I getting
device,
at?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mantis X sent us these, and I absolutely love it. And I haven't really got to use it a whole lot because I have been super busy right now. Some of you may know, some of you don't. We're in the process of buying our house, and everything's been kind of dealing with that. Plus, I've been training a new hire at work all this month, which he passed. He's done. He's certified.
Awesome.
Thank God that.
And then Thanksgiving.
And then Thanksgiving, and so everything's like an absolute mess.
I hate the end of the year. November, December sucks because it's always so freaking busy with the holidays.
Yeah. But we're working on all of that and getting that stuff as best as we can. So sorry, things have been kind of like here and there and here and there and here and there. With me updating on the Instagram and the Facebook and everything, because for some reason that should be doing it is I get stuck with that duty, which I'm okay doing. I just do it while I'm on the drive to work. Except once I hit Pittsburgh, like magically the whole entire city of Pittsburgh went 5G, and I have reception.
Not penetrate through buildings.
Yeah, no, I have like shit reception for 5G. Except in Cleveland. Now, if I go to Cleveland, like their 5G works amazing at Cleveland Clinic. Like it's instant. Pittsburgh,
yeah.
I could throw my phone faster.
Throw your phone faster than somebody else throwing the football right now.
She's salty about the football.
She is very salty.
I'm being hay.
Yeah.
Can you switch chairs with the little one, please?
But, I mean, the physical construction is. It seems.
It looks cool because it's very tiny.
Yeah. My only issue I'm having is the fact that I don't
just
have
leave this out.
I don't have a light bearing holster.
Yes, that's my problem too.
It's a good thing I have some universal. I have
my drop legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a little nylon universal one that works, but that's the biggest issue is just with your pulling your holster draw analysis. That's where
I just like it's that small because like
it's tiny.
You don't have to worry about hitting it off of anything because if you're going to hit it off of something, you're going to hit it off of you're going to hit your gun, which actually I'll tell you what, let me hold that thought. I'm going to go grab mine. So
I mean, it's super nice. It's small. You don't notice it's on the gun when you're using it. The function of it is awesome. I mean, I had one issue once with calibrating it, because when you put it on and then you go to do your first drill, you have to lay it on a stable surface to let it calibrate.
You do?
Yeah, when you do your first drill, you didn't notice.
I didn't have to do any of that.
So every time I do, it asks to calibrate. And there was one time where it did not want to calibrate. I shut it off, turned it back on, and went and to calibrate it again, and it worked fine.
Where is it?
Right here.
I just flagged you, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I just realized that. I am so sorry. Stop.
Oh, you put it on backwards.
No, I put it on this one. Yeah, like I'm. Anyways, you can keep talking because I'm having technical difficulties.
Putting it on,
There.
I mean, and it snaps in tight. It does not. It's not loose and doesn't wobble. Nothing.
Like,
I mean,
as you can see,
when it's on there, it's on there.
I mean, it's on.
It's tight. You snap it into there.
Yes, I'm pointing the gun at the internet, but it's on there. It doesn't come off, and really, like you can see, there's. I mean,
it doesn't interfere.
It doesn't interfere with anything, because as you can see, it just looks like a small little laser.
Yeah,
and it is.
And it is super sensitive.
It's super sensitive, and it is very hard to get back off once you
Yeah.
have it locked on. Like, it's not coming off.
Yeah.
With that, I'm gonna put this back.
Like, it's got built-in, a built-in gyro. So like,
that's actually what it is.
Yeah, you can look in, and it shows you what your muzzle does before you pull the trigger. Like, I mean, you can play back what it does. Of course, let's see if I can't get it to.
Yo ho, Mexico.
It's not one to do it now.
Oh, here.
Oh, there we go. See, it actually goes through.
Well, that's what happens when you're a really good shot. You don't have a far track.
Yeah.
You want to show them a far track? I'll show you guys a far one, because I'm terrible.
Other way.
What?
There you go.
Here's this is probably my worst one that I've had.
See, when he's there, and then all of a sudden
That-
it moves up, click.
That X is the brake. That's
Yeah,
where your
that's where
trigger
your trigger
breaks.
breaks.
And then the red line is the follow-up. So if I remember how the guy explained it to me, I don't know if you looked it up, what the lines mean. So the blue is your tracking to the target from like your holster or when you pull up on target. The yellow is the trigger take up and everything.
Yep.
And then the white X is where your shot placement is, and then the red is your after travel.
Yep. See, that works great for dry fire. I really want to do the live fire so that I can see that under actual, live fire circumstances, because I guarantee it's going to be completely different from the dry fire.
Whoop!
Yeah. I mean, you're
going to be like,
the blue and the
cling.
yellow line, then it's going to break, and then the red line's
the
going
red line's going to definitely be up more because
his lines were spread out there, but what you got to take.
But that's also
very minute little movements. I mean, it's not like your gun's going like this to follow those lines.
That's literally
it's just little, just
like,
your basic body movement.
And mind you, I'm doing that in a rocking chair.
Yeah.
So that will.
I mean, that
throw some of it off.
It's awesome. I'm gonna take some screenshots of the different parts, and I will put them up on the website too.
Screenshots?
Yeah, from my phone.
I'll
put them on the website. I'll do a write-up article on it too. But
yeah, because there's so many neat features about it, and like we said, this is part one.
Yeah.
Part two, we'll get into we may have a whole part on just dry firing, or not dry firing, but live fire.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there with everything. But it's a fun little thing. I like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well, the field's down now. The sheep.
So-
Yeah, that is kind of the one nice part. I may or may not have shot already with the field being down.
Huh.
That's how we sighted the rifles in.
Fair enough.
Had to help one of our other friends sight his deer rifles in, which that took a whole whopping 45 minutes to sight 3 rifles in, including mine. I finally got it sighted in.
Got you.
I'm too.
Have you tried? You haven't tried the Mantis on the rifle yet?
Not yet. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't put that. Oh, that's because that was the day after I ended up in the ER.
Oh, yeah.
So no, I wasn't really thinking.
I tried it once because another thing that's with the app that's really awesome. Like if you go into your settings, like
That's where it is. Thank you. Show them on the settings. That's what I wanted to show.
so, this is your settings. It's got you can select pistol versus rifle. You can set what your pistol is. You can actually put in the information. Like mine's
Really?
in it. Yeah. Like you could. I put mine in. It's
Oh,
obviously
wow.
Springfield Armory X3 service. You can go through, pick out your specific,
I did not do that yet.
pistol, and then your rifle.
But the cool thing is if you look when you go here, this is
Yeah,
what
shot
there-
detection mode. You can do live
Live
fire,
fire,
dry
dry
fire,
and CO2.
and you can your mount direction, like because the little actual hardware will mount on the rail forward or backward. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
What matters is you have it oriented in the settings to match how you have it on your weapon. That way it reads accurately. You can put your mount location, whether it's on the bottom of the firearm, the top of the firearm, the left, the right, because if you're using AR and with a quad rail, you've got 4 sets of rails you can put it on. That way it is calibrated and oriented correctly. It's just you can get audio feedback. Like I have it set to where I actually get speech feedback. When I fire, it tells me what my score is without even looking at my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'll have to do that.
You can chime, then your shot detection sensitivity. You could change that. Shot detection delay for dry fire, trace view auto zoom, bullseye mode, minimum score threshold. Then there's a default theme and a light theme. I don't like the light theme; it's too bright for me. I like the default. I've got all my stuff in dark mode because
Yes.
I like dark mode. It's just the actual app is really easy to use. It gives you your history, like you can scroll through. It gives you where all your shots have landed on that. The recent shots on that, the recent sessions. You can go through all the way back, like the one that I have. My oldest one on here is from November 3rd. Open training gives you your score. It gives you a little bar graph for trigger press movement and hold movement. It gives you, your little scribble graph where where it was at.
It's a fun thing. It really is.
Yeah. If you have the money and you want to buy it, get it. It's worth it.
Definitely worth it.
It is definitely worth the money. Again, thank you to Mantis Tech for sending these out to us.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you so much. Now, I guess we can move on to the other thing that I found. So there is a company, which I'm going to do, and the wife wants to kill me because of it. So we live in a 100-year-old farmhouse, and our basement is kind of small.
1850s. Think about it.
Okay, 150-year-old farmhouse. I don't know. It's old. It's very, very old.
Pre-World War I.
Actually, end of pre-Civil War, actually.
Yeah.
Because this was an old schoolhouse. Now I've got to remember this crazy company's name here.
I'm happy I'm being paid. She's screaming at the TV.
But they make US PCA, IDPA, and a couple other company targets.
PSA.
Huh?
USPSA.
I thought it was US PCA.
There's a couple. There's like 4 different ones. It's 4 different alphabet.
Hey, we scored like a
alphabet
50 touchdown. Congratulations.
Of course, I miss it when I get it.
Like he just ran the whole way up the sideline. But anyways,
Oh.
give me a second here. Accounts tags. Wow, I can't find it. So give me like 30 seconds here.
Duck. That's why.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Bastard, of course I walk away.
Is there a way to find new followers?
Well, look at that.
like who you're,
If you go hit your heart.
like who you're following? Not
Oh, I mean, I don't know how to sort through that.
Yo ho Mexico.
Zach's gonna have that song stuck in his head all
Yes, I am.
day. Hailstorm.
Mexico.
Yep. I mean,
Okay, anyways, I can't find it. They're a company out there and they make steel targets, miniature steel targets, and they're not really miniature, they're
scaled down.
down targets. And basically the equivalent of that target is 10 feet with that target is 10 yards with a full-size target. But they're airsoft and they're made of thin, like 16 gauge steel. And you still get the metal ping and everything, but they have the silhouettes and everything like that. And if I can find the name of the company, Tech Trainers. There we go. Tech Trainer Targets. There's their Instagram, as you can see on there. But it's Tech Trainer on Instagram, or if you look up Tech Trainer Airsoft Targets. So they make these really cool targets, and they're very small. Yeah, see, like this is what I was showing you.
Oh yeah.
But those are steel. They're not cardboard. They're actually steel. They have miniature versions of the Texas Star, miniature poppers. Their big kit is expensive, but I'm gonna piece together pieces from each kit, maybe a couple poppers. I'm gonna put this in my basement and just practice doing that and put the Mantis on it.
Yeah.
And run with that. And it's really cool because I just seen that and I was like, dude, this is kind of awesome because with us living in Ohio, winter's coming up.
Yep.
And a lot of us don't get outside much.
Cold sucks.
Yeah. So we can train in the basement, which I was, of course, telling Scotty this. And then Scotty, of course, was all thrilled because then he figured out, we can go in the basement and drink and then shoot each other with airsoft.
Sounds like Scott.
God damn it.
We might have gotten older, but we're still.
Yeah. We've all gotten older. We still act like idiots. But I think that'd be kind of cool. We can sit down in the basement and I can actually run.
Yeah.
Like you've been in my basement.
Yep.
We can actually run a small drill. So then I got mentioning this to my nephew, who is 14, 15. And he's all sorts of game come over to bring his airsoft rifle.
Oh.
And he actually, I think, wants to go and train with us sometime. I was like, I am not responsible when you got to tell your mom you got to buy an AR. Do not blame me for that. But yeah, so that is another company that I'm going to be looking into. I would love to reach out to them eventually and see what we can do with them.
Yep.
Because I think it'll be awesome.
Go to Airsoft Glock.
I think I'm going to order one offline because, see, I'll show you after we're done.
Okay.
They actually have a setup that you can hook to an air compressor. And you don't even need CO2. Well, I have my old airbrush air compressor with the tank. And I'm like, And it's a 50-round magazine.
Ooh.
Instead of like the standard. So you can just be like, tink, 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 tink. I'm going to have too much fun. Like, that's all she's going to hear is tink, 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 tink.
Yeah.
I may actually get the Texas Star. I will never own a full size.
Yeah.
But I may just get the little one just to play with because especially when you go tink and it swings. I don't think I could do one in real life.
I don't know.
I don't know if I could track it. Yeah. I don't know. We did finally get to use my targets that I built.
Sweet.
We used that
Your
for a second.
stands?
Yeah. And we're also building a plate rack soon. Other than that, I ain't gotten much more. I've got to go to Thanksgiving dinner at 5:00.
Yep.
I really don't have a whole lot. And this is kind of not that short of an episode, but not that long either.
Right.
So I don't have much more. I don't think you got any more.
Nope.
Other
than I'm mad I updated to OSX Catalina.
Yeah, and we have to read
stuff.
So I did say I would say this. So stay tuned next weekend, the 26th. We will have a very, 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 very special guest. Very, in my opinion, he's a big name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people don't know who he is, but big name guy for a even bigger name company.
Yep.
And his own personal company will be on.
I'm excited
I'm
and nervous as shit.
yeah, same here. I'm beyond excited and nervous.
Remind me not to be home for that one.
We'll just say this: the company made a very popular semi-automatic sniper system, and if you know me, I've mentioned this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. With that being said, after that, we have to schedule a date with Opie and the Smokies, but he will be coming on. Jay Bell of Liberty Bell Firearms will be coming on. Another date in December. So we're looking those two in December. January, we are doing, it's probably going to be me. I don't know if you'll be doing the whole episode with us. You'll probably have to come down. We'll be doing a episode probably at my brother-in-law's house for a hardcore episode. And
Keith, you gotta go.
basically what it is I want to talk about the hardcore music scene with some of my friends from that music scene. So my brother-in-law, another friend of ours, Brian from Chicago, will be in to hang out with my brother-in-law for his birthday. And they're actually in a band together called Drowning. So that should be a good show. Other than that, that's kind of the lineup where I'm working. I'm trying to do a bunch. And I think poor Keith's here going to strangle me soon. Or Keith's wife's going to strangle me. One of the two.
Nah.
How's the studio looking?
I still got a few things to square away. Not a lot. It's just a matter of one big thing's got to move out so that I can put stuff away where it needs to go.
Sweet. So you mean you got to get the creek cut out of there?
No,
Oh.
I got to get one of the ferrets out of there.
Ah, okay. I thought it was the creek cut. I was like, oh, we're not going to mention it's the creek
And we
cut?
have a silhouette, not a cricket. So,
Whatever.
but,
It's
one
a
of the
vinyl
ferrets-
cutter.
yeah, one of the
Did you make
ferrets.
my vinyls for me?
Son of a biscuit. One of the ferrets can't be caged with the other 9 because she's a butthole.
Wait. You now have 10?
Yeah. So she's in her own separate cage, which is
Don't ever yell
still.
at me because I only have a rabbit.
So she's still in there because we got to get stuff squared away to get her moved. Once
Wow.
she's out, the cats aren't in there anymore. We don't have the cats anymore.
Oh, what happened? They go back.
They were fosters. Yeah. We started with 5 kittens and the mama.
Hmm.
They were down to 3 kittens and the mama.
So they took them back.
Yeah. So when we took the last one in, she wasn't doing well, they just said, well, we're going to keep them and we'll put them under observation because one day they'd be perfectly fine. Next day.
Aw.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know what's going on. But the cats aren't there anymore. Rosie's in there now, which she's no big deal. She sleeps on the chair that's in there.
Yeah.
But once the one ferret's out of there, I can get stuff put in the closet where it needs to be, and it'll be squared away. I've got my
Really?
Xbox and the TV in there too.
Sweet.
Yeah, with all my
Hayden?
tech gear, all my computer stuff.
So,
We'll be able to go from there.
yes. So other than that, that's about it.
Yep.
Everyone have a good Thanksgiving. And
Yes, be safe on your travels.
yes, eat lots of turkey and go into the tryptophan, whatever. In fact, I found a way to combat that actually. Somebody laughed at me, and I swear to God it actually works. And you can ask her because she can vouch for this. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago, she didn't want to go.
2 years ago, we went out and we ate a bunch of turkey. I was drinking pretty decent. Drank a couple Budweisers, and then I was actually drinking moonshine. Never got tired. Never, like, that tryptophan effect never hit me. It was just,
I just eat too damn much on the holidays.
Yeah,
It's
like-
a
Yeah.
coma.
so drink lots of moonshine while you're drinking
Or what you're
or
eating.
while you're eating turkey or drinking turkey or, like, well, hey, maybe somebody's got a jaw wired shut. Who knows?
Yeah.
Other than that, folks, y'all have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll catch up with you next week.
No, really.
Be here.
Tomorrow weekend.
I'm sure. Yes.
Be here, be queer.
Tomorrow weekend.
Be on. Make sure you guys tune in next week, especially on YouTube. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do a live because we don't want to get distracted with this one.
Right.
But I want people to hear this one because this. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited, and
I feel like I'm gonna make myself look like a total dumbass. Though,
We'll
but,
put it this
you know.
way.
No.
midweek. Wednesday or Thursday. Well, midweek. I won't do it Thursday, but Wednesday I will leak who it is. Most of the people I work with already know because I walk in like
Acting giddy like a little
Yeah.
schoolgirl.
So
Tiny,
midweek
I got
Yeah,
peas,
we
greens,
will-
tomatoes.
we will show everything up, and other than that, guys have a good week.
And
Keep the bearded tank.
Tactical Gnome
Data Brigade podcast.
Meow meow.
Out.
And meow meow. Bye bye.
Stop.
How do you like it?